Hey everybody, welcome to the Tom Parsley channel. I'm Tom, and just like Parsley, we get into a little bit of everything. So what are we gonna get into today? See these two trees behind me? One here, one here. We're gonna show you how to set up a hammock like this. Mostly for just kind of hanging out if you're out camping, or if you just kind of want to go in the woods and get a couple of hours of relaxation time, read some books or something. We're going to do another video on how to actually set up a hammock if you're going to do some overnight camping, which I have done. It's an ultralight way to get out in the woods and not deal with a tent, sleeping on the ground, and there's a whole bunch of different things that you have to bring along with you. And I'll show you when we set up the hammock what we mean. So let me pause you, let me take everything out here and show you what we're doing here. Okay, so the whole way the hammock is set up, we've got the hammock here. It comes in its own little stuff sack, and it comes attached with carabiners that are heavy duty. So I'm about 260 pounds. I think this can hold 500, but I wouldn't push it. These carabiners are heavy. This material is kind of heavy. So is it for backpacking? It could be. There's a way to eliminate these heavy carabiners and do something a little bit more lightweight. These tree straps are pretty light. I'll show you how this works. It just kind of wraps around. Don't use rope. Rope will destroy the bark of the tree. You could kind of see behind me here, it's kind of all scarred up. Don't use rope. Webbing strap is a lot safer for a tree. And I'll show you how this gets set up when we do the setup on the trees itself. You want to pick two trees that are about 10 to 15 feet apart, more or less, somewhere in between there. This length of this, I don't remember exactly what the length is, but you want two trees, pretty big trees that are between 10 and 15 feet. I also have in a separate, this is by a company called Grand Trunk, not sponsored, but Grand Trunk, and they have this setup that I have tried a few times. It's a little bit overkill. The straps are just as good. I like these because the straps are a little bit wider. You can see the difference. That one is wider than the other one. So it just this causes less damage to trees, but with this strap, it's a little bit overkill. So sometimes I carry both, sometimes I don't. And again, this is only for just kind of hanging out for a couple of hours between trees out in the woods. This is not for overnight. It could be, but I have a separate setup for overnight that's a little bit ultralight, and we'll do a separate video on all that, how to stay warm, because I'll show you why it's actually colder staying in a hammock than it is staying on the ground. So let me get set up here. Let me get the hammock. Let me get the straps. Let me get off this table because the camera's moving and rotating every time I move. So we'll get set up over here. All right, so we're gonna set up the straps around the tree first. Usually I go by, like, for me, I'm 6'2", so eye height at the tree, so that's about right over here. And all you have to do, it's a simple, see, it's just a loop at the end here. You just unroll it and then just wrap it around the tree. There is an old nail over here, and just thread one end of the strap through, pull it tight. I kind of like to go sideways on the tree because that, and you notice, see how it's flat, it doesn't cut in the tree, and there's that nail that someone had left over. And then there's a whole bunch of little loops here that are adjustments. So we just clip the carabiner into one of these. So we just take one end of the hammock and just clip it in. I'm just going to clip it into the one that's at the bottom because I don't know where it's going to be when I adjust it. So I'm just going to kind of leave it like that, and then go to the other tree, and we're going to do the same thing on this tree. We're just going to kind of get it out. Again, eye level at the tree, go around, go through the loop, pull it through. And again, I kind of like to, let's see, I went on that side here, so I'm going to go on this side over here and try not to twist the webbing. That's just less stress on the tree. I guess I got to go that way because that's where the stress is going to be. So you see how to do it on the other side, whereas over there I did it on the opposite side. So let's see if I could reach, if my wingspan is long enough here. And you can right away see, okay, I need to do some adjustments here because this is That's not how it's supposed to be. So let me do some adjustments. Let me get it up the way it's supposed to be, and then we'll join back in a minute. All right, so I had to do a little readjusting here because the loops on the end of these straps, there's not enough for full adjustability. So I had to go around the tree. Here, let me show you. I had to go around the tree twice. So I just looped it around twice and kind of went through here. And then, because these loops, these adjustment loops, is not enough. So that's why this hammock was so cheap. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 adjustment loops here, which is not enough. There should be a few more up over here, but there aren't. I mean, I guess I could tie some knots in here, but I don't want to do that. So I had to just go around twice, which is fine. It works. Let me just set you back up over here. And as always, you know, if this hammock breaks and I fall to the ground, that is going to make great content. So regardless of what happens, we shall see what happens here. So you just got to kind of get in the hammock, sit back down, and I can't see. I hope I'm in frame here, but here we go. You could sit, you can lay. I'll show you how to properly lay in a hammock in a second here, but it's holding over here, it's holding over there. Carabiners are holding, it's holding me. And you know, if I adjust it a little bit, I can bring this up, the back up a little bit more, and then kind of give me a little bit back, and then roll up for the legs so it's not cutting into my legs, and it's really comfortable. Take a snooze, I'll be back in a minute. All right, let me show you, let me bring you over here a little closer, and I'll show you how to get in the hammock and lay comfortably. All right, let's hope I could do this while recording with one hand. So I may have to pause it, drop you, and then get in the hammock and see what happens here. So I'm gonna try to do this one-handed here, get in. Always, when you get in a hammock, always get in lightly. So just in case it does fall, you are, you know, ready to readjust yourself. So the way that you lay in a hammock, and don't worry, as you move, you will feel the hammock move a little bit. So what you want to do is you want to lay at an angle. Don't lay the length of the hammock, because then you become like a hammock, and that's very bad for your back. So you want to try to lie as flat as you can. That's the only problem with hammock sleeping, is that you have to lay on your back. But this is really comfortable. And I could easily fall asleep here. Just need my Kindle or my tablet with my comic books, and I could easily fall asleep here. And you could see that it's good over there. And let me turn you around and show you the other side. And it's good over there. And yes, I am wearing Crocs. Crocs are the best. And so we're laying kind of at an angle here. So that's the best way to lay on a hammock. So let me take a snooze, and I will come back and tell you a little bit how to set up a hammock if you were to do overnight camping. Oh, I could tell you getting out requires 2 hands. So what you want to do with the hammock is, because the bottom is very thin fabric, right? And you're laying down, you're gonna lose a ton of heat from your back. So even though it's gonna be like maybe 60 degrees, 70 degrees at night when you're sleeping, you're still gonna get very cold. Because you know when you cross over a bridge and there's a sign that says bridge freezes before roadway, because there's no insulation under the bridge, and the bridge will freeze before the roadway freezes. So you will freeze in a hammock if you don't have any kind of insulation underneath you. Now you could use an air mattress. Some people use an air mattress. I have a little like quilt that connects underneath that gives a little bit of insulation. And you can even go in a sleeping bag in the hammock with the quilt underneath you with a little air mattress or foam pad on the bottom. And that'll keep you warm in the winter. And then what if it rains? Well, you can string a rope across the 2 trees and put a tarp over you, and you are completely contained, protected from the rain, from the cold, from the snow, from the winter. And because you're off the ground, wait, where am I pointing? Because you're off the ground, no bugs. And it's also really, really comfortable. So you don't have to kind of get up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, with both, I'm holding the camera, so with one hand, it's a little hard to get in and out. But you know, when you have both hands, it's easy to get in and out of a hammock. like I said, this is just a cheap hammock that I use just for day use. Like if I'm camping and I just want to hang out somewhere and just chill in a lounge chair, I'll use this. I don't use this for overnight camping. I have a different hammock that I use. It's a little bit lighter. It's set up a little bit differently. And we're going to do another video just on how to set up a hammock for overnight camping. Well, I'll show you how to set up a tarp, show you how to set up a quilt and all that stuff. So works great. So if you want to do a little hammock between the trees, but always use straps. Let me turn you around. Don't use rope because the strap is wide enough. It's not going to damage the bark. So always use straps. Don't use rope. And also check with the park that you want to hang the hammocks up, because some parks are starting to outlaw hammocks tied up to trees with webbing. Even with webbing, they're not allowing it. So just check with whatever park you're going to. And that other strap system that I had, I don't think I'm going to carry that anymore. I think these straps are okay. Even though it doesn't have a lot of adjustment over here, I can figure it out as I go along. So, and if I had to tie a knot, I would tie a knot. I don't want to, because then that knot really tightens up and you'll never get it untied. So yeah, so hammocking. So get a hammock and go hang. Well, hang in a hammock. So this is Tom from the Tom Parsley channel, thanking you for coming along on the journey. Don't forget those 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.